Watch on mobile devices or the big screen, all for free. No subscription required. Download Beely now.
For decades, women have fought tooth and manicured nail for equality and independence. But where has it left our men?
That's well a hard question.
More than ever, 21st century men are struggling to find their identity.
I don't know who wears the trousers anymore.
So many of them lack confidence and they still live at home. And when it comes to women, they are clueless.
I don't think I'll ever figure out what women want.
I'm taking 10 hapless, hopeless blokes and I'm going to transform them into eligible, dateable, capable men. And by the end of it, find the hero inside all of them. Over 1 week, each guy is going to have to leave behind their sad lives
I have no clue what's going to happen.
and face their greatest fears.
I feel absolutely destroyed already.
I got no freaking clue.
Confront their inner demons
I'd like to be more trusting!
and learn a few things about the opposite sex.
It's the most physical contact I've had with a woman in a long time.
Help is at hand.
This is shocking. Just let out the rage, release that emotion.
It's not going to be easy.
Right.
I've got to get through this.
We'll agree to disagree then. No.
It's time to man up. This is Chris Ellis. He's 28, unemployed, and lives in his sister's spare room.
Welcome to the crap shack. Well, the whole room is just a mess, and I'd say my life's a mess as well, really.
Surrounded by his own junk, Chris exists in a box room measuring precisely 8 by 10 foot.
Anyone who, didn't know me and, saw me in this room would clearly think I was deranged. It's not good. It's just things everywhere. It's not good. I need to stop saying it's not good at the end.
For Chris's sister Sarah, his way of life is no laughing matter.
What he doesn't seem to grasp is that it is my house. He treats the place like a hotel.
As the only man around the place, Chris isn't pulling his weight.
I've got 3 kids here, and Chris here is like having another one, and I really don't need that.
Chris much prefers to be logged off from family life and logged onto the computer.
I don't think Chris does set a good example to the kids, because all they see from him is him sat on the computer, not going out, not doing anything.
I am lazy, right? I'm just going to flat out say that I'm lazy. I would just love to write. My dreams are to be able to create stories, but it just seems to be that I shy away from anything that might actually be productive. I'm too scared to actually get rejected.
Chris prefers to hide away, apart from when he's showing off his extensive wardrobe.
OK, this is one of my favourite tops. It's big and black, just like me, and well, this is another top. It's black. I don't really like colour, so I just kind of stick with black. Oh, surprise, it's another black top. I don't really go out too often, so I just don't really think about fashion much. It's just a functional thing.
Keeping himself to himself and with few friends, Singleton Chris has never experienced true love.
He doesn't let girls get close. He doesn't like to let people in general get close. So he has quite a lot of defences there that need to be broken down. He should have more confidence. He doesn't see the potential in himself, which he really should do. And if he had that belief and that motivation, I think he could do great.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably put myself at 2 in how happy I am in my life.
With his self-esteem at rock bottom, Chris needs to find his purpose in life. So I'm bringing him to the Man Up flat in London, where he'll get the chance to revamp his life with my intensive 5-step programme.
Bye-bye. I just want to be more proactive and be able to just grab life by the balls rather than just let everything pass me by and then wonder why nothing's worked out.
Over 1 week, Chris will face physical, emotional and psychological challenges, individually tailored to transform him into the man he wants to be.
There's a little bit of anxiety and a little bit of, yeah, excitement, but yeah, a lot of fear as well.
For Chris, this is his first taste of real independence.
This I like. It's not what I expected. For me, whenever anxiety shows up, I kind of back off and don't do things. So it feels like maybe I should just keep going and see where the anxiety leads me, really, this time.
As Chris awakes for his first morning in the Man Up flat, ahead of him lies the opportunity of a new way of life. There's no hiding or stagnating now. I'm on my way to confront Chris and find out exactly what's holding him back. Chris seems like a really nice guy, but I kind of feel like he's stuck in a state of arrested development. He hasn't grown up yet. He's not taking responsibility for anything. He's living with his sister, he's letting her do everything for him, and more importantly, he's not taking responsibility for himself. Hello? Okay, so it's clear you're not happy with your life. There's no job, no place of your own. Do you feel quite a lot of anxiety socially?
All the time. I just try and just get through life without being noticed, so that I don't know, it's just
Without being noticed?
just quiet and hope that you get left alone.
If you're keeping yourself hidden, you're never going to connect with anyone. Does that make sense?
It does, yeah.
Have you ever been in love?
I don't think so, no.
So when was your last date?
Yeah, it'd be about 2008.
You've had no girlfriend or date in the last 5 years?
The times when it's happened, it's when they've taken the initiative. I'd never tell someone if I liked them anyway.
Why not?
Because it's just, I wouldn't want the rejection when it all went wrong.
So you're not really in the game as much as you could be?
I would say I'm about as far away from the game as possible, to be honest.
You're not even on the bench?
No.
Do you know what I think you need? A massive boot up the backside with this. Yes?
Yeah.
First, I need you to go and get showered and changed so we can get this show on the road. As Chris heads off to get ready, it's going to be a tough one. I get the chance to have a sneaky peek at his wardrobe. Why do I get the feeling it's not going to be pleasant? But this is shocking. He's so scruffy. He's never going to get a girlfriend walking around like this. I'm sorry. I'm actually quite cross. I'm throwing them away. I'm not having it. There is no way you can wear this. Chris, you are not wearing those. They're falling apart. They're covered in holes.
A lot of my clothes are falling apart.
Let me see your jeans now, at the bottom of them. Turn around. You can't walk around like this. You look like a tramp.
I don't actually have a comeback for that.
Chris cannot go on like this anymore. It's ridiculous. He's got to sort himself out. Not only are his clothes messy on the outside, I feel like on the inside he's a mess too. And first impressions really do count, especially when it comes to women. Having never asked a lady out on a date, my first challenge will force Chris to step out from the shadows. You spend a lot of time on Facebook?
I do.
Presumably, you're talking to girls on Facebook?
Not really. I just talk to people that I know. Or I don't really...
So you're not using it to chat to new girls?
No.
Chris needs to stop shying away from life. So I'm taking him to the ultimate female hangout. There's no hiding away here. Chris will have to face his fear and make real contact with real ladies. Do you recognise where we are?
No, not really.
It's a spa. So you're here for pampering.
Okay.
You're not going to be pampered.
Okay.
You're going to be pampering the ladies and schmooze them. First things first, I need you to get changed, OK? So come with me. Thank you very much. This is your outfit for the rest of the day. Come on. Like many men, Chris has issues with his body. but his are for valid reasons.
Usually, like, cover my chest as best as I can because I've got a big scar down it.
Chris had major surgery as a child, and the effects are a major stumbling block.
I'd never really liked taking my top off or anything. It's like if I went on holiday, you know, I'd probably just keep a t-shirt on and, yeah, swelter. Feeling really nervous. A little bit awkward.
Time for Chris to meet the ladies.
Hi. I'm Chris.
Why are you so nervous?
I don't know. I just am very nervous for some reason.
Chris may well be nervous, but let's hope he fares better with the next step. One-on-one massages with 3 lucky ladies. This is your chance to talk to them and really connect and get to know them. All right?
Okay.
For the first girl, I want you to give her a face massage. Have you ever done anything like that before?
No, never.
This simple procedure will give Chris plenty of opportunity to make conversation.
Okay.
Or maybe not. Why don't you try talking to her?
I don't know what to ask.
This is a really good chance for you to tackle all of your demons and to overcome the things that have stopped you getting what you want in your life. Try. Put yourself out there. For girl number 2, it's a full leg massage.
Okay. So you're from around here or?
I'm originally from London, but I now live in Cornwall.
Ah, so do you surf then?
Yeah, I do, on Bristol Beach.
Brilliant.
Chris is doing slightly better.
Chris's conversation skills do need a little bit of improvement, but Chris's touch was nice and gentle, but with just enough firmness.
But how will he fare with an all-over body rub on girl number 3?
You got good hands, Chris.
Thank you. Got good legs.
Oh, thanks, love.
Your stomach, is that cool?
That's fine. He was so nervous, but as the time went on, he got more comfortable in his own skin.
So, what's your plans for tonight then?
Go for a nice little glass of wine.
Where are you planning on going?
Not far from here.
Oh,
Somewhere
okay,
nice.
Okay, cool.
Lovely.
Brilliant.
This is amazing. My skin looks beautiful.
Brilliant.
High
Thank
five.
you.
Thank you.
That was brilliant. You took control, you were relaxed, you flirted. Well done for doing that. Having finally embraced the challenge, Chris seems far more relaxed. Time for a well-earned tipple.
Cheers.
Back at the flat, Chris reflects on his first ever trip to a spa.
Today was one of the most surreal days of my life. It was difficult, very difficult. Had to learn a whole new set of skills from scratch. Looking back, I was surprised by how easy the conversation started to flow towards the end. I mean, it wasn't exactly perfect, but it was, you know, it was getting somewhere way better than when it had started.
Unemployed Chris Ellis is currently living in his sister's spare room, but is desperate for a more fulfilling life.
It just seems to be that I shy away from anything that might actually be productive.
I've brought him to London to embark on a 5-step programme of reinvention, where he's tried his best to bond with the ladies.
I don't know what to ask. So you're from around here, or?
Chris likes nothing more than to hide away in the background. He's a bright chap, but he's failing to take any responsibility in life. I want to find out what's at the heart of his lack of confidence. For the next part of my 5-step programme, I'm sending Chris to see counselling psychologist Angela Mutanda, whose distinctive methods bring people face to face with their insecurities.
Chris, I'd like you to meet Chris.
Yeah.
Oh. This is your body. This is you.
Yeah.
And what I'd like you to do is talk me through aspects of your body that you don't like.
Okay, we'll just... Yeah, we'll go here as well. Seems to have a moob thing going on with it. Yeah, not too hot on that either. That's
Okay.
Could do with losing a bit of belly fat, so we'll go...
Now what I'd like you to do, take these green stickers
Yeah.
and stick them on parts of you that you do like.
I think we're done. We're
done?
Don't have anything to put them on.
You found that quite difficult.
Yeah.
The first area you went to was your scar.
I had heart complications for a while, and...
You've had
since I was about 5, I'd heart complications.
Okay. What was the heart condition?
It was a coactivation of the aorta.
Okay.
But it had been undiagnosed for so long that it caused damage to other areas as well.
What was that like for you as such a young child?
I just remember it was a very painful thing. And obviously, I think I was people were a bit wary of me because the doctors had all said there's a good chance he isn't going to come back from that anyway.
So they thought you were going to die?
There was a strong chance it could have happened.
So you were very, very ill when you were young?
For those years, my mum was very wary about letting me out anywhere, so I was like very much kept.
Right. Away from people?
Away from everyone.
Was that in case you...
In case anything happened whatsoever.
Anything happened, right.
When I went back to school after it, very much tried to keep in the background and just hope that I was left alone. I know that I can do a lot more than people actually give me credit for. Like, if I'm going for, like, job interviews, there's things I have to hide on the application.
Right.
So if I mention my medical history, that's it. That's, you know, it's in the bin before it's even started. So there's always things that I have to hide about myself when I do things. Just found myself in a position in life that I never thought I'd be at.
Okay.
Which is, I do actually feel like I've sort of given up a little bit.
You're telling me you're tired of people seeing you as a sick person. Do you see yourself as a sick person?
No.
So if I could unzip you, there's a Chris inside who's going, listen, this is how I want to do it. Stop telling me. How would you live your life differently?
I'd definitely be more outgoing, more proactive.
Okay, so go for it. Because I think you can do it. I think you want to do it. And that I get that behind this nice and serene look of yours, there's a lot of energy, and I want you to use that energy positively. Okay, all right. Go for it.
It felt sort of like a weight had kind of come off when I was able to start talking about these kind of things. There were some things that I kept bottled up a little bit, but she was kind of good at getting them out.
I think he's very frustrated and he does want to move on. And I think what he really needs is permission to do that. And I'm hoping that what he took away from today's session was permission to move on and start, you know, unzipping Chris and really getting on with his life.
Chris needs to be more proactive in life. He treats his sister's house like a hotel and has no respect for his surroundings. So I brought him to a real hotel, the Park Plaza at Westminster Bridge, to teach him a lesson in responsibility. So Chris, I know you've been living with your sister and you're very messy at home. So I want to introduce you to Daniel. Okay, this is Dan, the general manager. This is Chris. Will unemployed Chris be able to impress general manager Dan and his 5-star team?
Discretion is everything, as is service. Looking like that, you're not going to work in my hotel.
Okay, let's get you smartened up. Oh, it's okay.
Chris will have to change his lazy attitude fast, as anything less than 100% performance will not be tolerated.
I do very little around the house. It's just the way things are.
A man's role? Oh, no. What's a man's role in the house and a woman's role?
As a modern 21st century man, I am fully domesticated. I cook, clean, iron.
I clean, I do everything. I'm definitely a modern man.
I'm a bit of a domestic goddess. God.
I am the man of the house. And people look at me like, what? Are you joking? Like, you're the man of the house? But I think I'm doing a right job.
A man is there to do DIY, fix things, watch telly and drink beer.
I occasionally push a Hoover around, but ultimately, you see, men don't really care.
This is going to be your uniform. The hat's got to go, straighten the hair, and tidy up the beard as well.
Chris's first job of the day will focus on communication as he becomes the welcoming face of the hotel.
So guests are going to come from all angles. You're going to greet them. Body language is essential. You've got to be warm and welcoming. So smiling, eye contact. Think you can do that?
Yeah.
All Chris has to do is say hello.
He just doesn't have enough self-confidence. His body language is terrible. Come on, you can do this. There you go. It's not really working, and it puts me in a difficult position with our guests. They expect a very high service from us. Go, Chris.
Afternoon, miss. Are you just checking in?
Hands down.
Oh, OK. Sure.
Just be warm, be friendly. All you're doing is saying hello. You can do this one here?
Welcome to the Park Plaza, Westminster. Are you just heading into reception? Just go straight in, then. Thank you.
Eventually, there's some progress.
Hi, welcome to the Westminster Park Plaza. Can I help you? Are you heading up to reception?
Yes.
Hi, welcome to the Westminster Park Plaza.
I tried to get a cab, but it didn't work.
Didn't it?
Our computer addict might be improving his communication skills. 28-year-old Chris Ellis is on a quest to find his true purpose in life.
I am just drifting by and waiting for something, but it's not coming along and I'm not helping it come along.
Hampered by a catalogue of heart operations during childhood, Chris has led a cocooned existence, but is now ready for change.
I think he's very frustrated and he does want to move on.
He lives with his sister and treats her home like a hotel. So I'm turning the tables to give Chris a big reality check. I want him to clean up his act, literally.
The cleanliness is the paramount of the housekeeping. So I'll leave you in Violetta capable hands, and she'll go through with you with the room, and I'll see you a bit later.
OK.
With over 1,000 rooms and only 30 minutes to clean each one, can Chris meet the hotel's exacting standards?
So the whole bed linen on this bed is dirty and has to come off. And
how difficult could that be?
I don't know what the hell I'm doing with any of this.
And it has to be quick, because we have to give the room in time back. You need to be quicker, not on the floor. They always have to be on the chair to avoid cross-contamination. No, pillow. We will need to use it.
I just don't notice that I'm creating mess around me anyway.
Hand here, like this.
Yeah?
Yeah, and down, now. And don't hold it like that. The other hand.
Yeah?
Yes. No, that's not good.
Just...
What are you doing now?
No, no.
No, you will need to do it.
No,
so
I know it's gone completely wrong.
So put your hand inside the pillowcase, inside. Till the end.
Time up. Has Chris done enough to impress the boss?
When, Talia?
How he has been?
Not brilliant. As you can see, the part of the bed that he has made doesn't look very nice and tidy. He doesn't pay a lot of attention, doesn't have attention to detail either. So I wouldn't say that he done a great job. He's very slow as well, and we didn't manage to finish the room yet.
Okay, so why the pillows is like that? If you're the guest in the hotel, would you be happy to come and face the pillows like that?
No.
So why you left it like that? All right, okay.
Something's just not getting through to Chris. Time for some straight talking. How did it go?
I'm not good at practical things.
You saying I'm not good at that stuff is a cop-out.
Sure.
I've seen pictures of your bedroom. Forgive me for saying this, it's a stinking pit.
It is.
And it's not in your house, it's in your sister's house.
Uh-huh.
So what we're trying to do is get you to see that taking pride in your surroundings is part of the whole package. To get him to see sense, I need to play my trump card. Before you go, I've got one more thing I want you to do. Could you please go to room 1345 and give it a little tidy up? What Chris doesn't know is that his sister's waiting for him.
Hello. What are you doing here?
Come to see how you're getting on.
Today's not been great.
Why not?
Because I've had me tidying around this hotel.
Yeah, but that's what everyone does.
Around a hotel?
Well, not in a hotel, but, you
Tidy
know,
around a hotel.
on a smaller scale at home, that's what people do,
Yeah.
clean round and tidy up after people and run about, and it's all... So, you know, like, what I have to do at home, and to try and make you realise that, you know, you could help out a little bit.
But I'm hardly in the other rooms.
I know, but your bedroom and...
Yeah, OK, that is a mess.
Things in the kitchen and the bathroom and around the computer in the living room.
Well, you're right, I could try harder. That's true. And I will. For sure.
Cool. It's the first time I've ever said it all. I'm just a bit fear of upsetting him, really. It actually feels like, yeah, massive relief. I just hope that he's paid attention and that he does, you know, follow through with what he's said.
It's been a struggle for Chris, but finally I think the penny's dropped.
I really do kick up the arse sometimes, and I think she's got a point. You know, I'm going to help out a little bit more. Those what I think about, it's not the best role model for the kids either. It doesn't really set them a good example to see someone not doing anything. I think things will change now.
Chris's dream is to become a writer, and that's where I want him to focus his newfound motivation. For the next part of my 5-step challenge, I'm putting Chris's secretly penned thoughts under the spotlight. Nice to see you. You're probably wondering what we're doing here. In an hour's time, you're going to be performing on that stage in front of 100 people.
Oh, dear.
Organising the event is poet Dan, who will help me get Chris ready for his debut performance. And I've got something else to tell you. Dan's seen some of your poetry.
It's very quirky and original, and it's given me a little insight to some of your personality. So what's going to be great is if we can get you to read some of this stuff and make it come to life.
Chris will need to perform with confidence and conviction, but with only an hour to go, can he rise to the occasion?
Chris, do you want to take the stage?
Time to show Chris the ropes.
I want you to own the stage. I shouldn't be able to push you over like that. Really plant your feet on the floor and you're going to punch out the words.
It's going to be hell if there's like 100 people.
You're giving up. This is what
I'm
you
not
do
giving
with
up.
everything.
I'm not giving up.
Can I suggest a few things? I'm going to read my words. I'm going to really believe in them.
When the time comes and I face my final moments, I want to have wheels.
Really fill up your lungs.
When the time comes and I face my final moments, I want to have wheels.
Volume, volume, volume. We need passion. When the time comes and I face my final moments, believe in all the words when you say them.
When the time comes and I face my film...
There's no time for nervous giggling now. With only 20 minutes until showtime and a packed house expected, Chris has got to deliver.
I am nervous. I'm very nervous about doing it, but I'm going to push myself to do it anyway. I'd love to be able to be a writer and actually say I am a writer, rather than, you know, occasionally writing some words down and then forgetting about the whole thing. I really want to get it right.
Good evening, Gunslingers. How are you all doing tonight? You're here because you, the audience, get the opportunity to come on stage and win this very, very beautiful Golden Gun.
Armed with homemade maracas to show their appreciation, there's no escaping this critical audience.
that I'm not just any man, but you're Superman.
As the other performers go down a storm,
This is death!
Chris is becoming ever more nervous.
The acts that have been on so far, it's like, I don't feel this is good enough to read out in front of them, so I don't think there's any hope for it. But I'm here, so I'm going to do it and see what happens.
There's nothing more frightening than getting on stage in a room full of strangers and revealing something about who you are, and especially with poetry, it's really, really personal. So I really hope that Chris doesn't crumble under the pressure and he can actually do this.
Please make some noise, keep those shaking.
It's the moment of truth for Chris.
Chris Ellis!
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm from Leeds. I'm just going to read a short poem. OK, then. It's called Wheels. When the time comes and I face my final moments, I want to have wheels. When I'm dead and the worms are eating my face, as if in contempt of my features, I want to have wheels. They say it's a diuretic, this gin of which I drink. I'm starting to feel dizzy, so I throw the last of it in the sink. Oh, buttery toast, sing me a dream. Make it the cutest I've ever seen. Sprinkle my tail with your magic crummy love, Mr. Toasty Toast. Climb a tower and shout it from up high, but make sure you do it quick before the day you die.
Chris has done better than I'd ever imagined. He's overcome his fears, risen to the challenge, and has seen his own prose applauded.
It was terrifying, but I did it. I was still sat where I was watching myself. I didn't actually leave the chair. It was like out-of-body experience. Oh, dear me.
I can't believe he's the same man I met just under a week ago. To top the night off, I've got a surprise for Chris. You delivered it well, there was emotion, and also, you came second. You nearly won.
I might get better at it and decide to do it again. I don't know. It could happen.
Chris Ellis is on the last leg of his mission to man up. So far, he's got hands-on with the ladies, been confronted with some home truths.
I'd given up a little bit.
That looks like it hurts.
Yeah.
And stepped into the limelight with a very personal performance.
Oh, buttery toast, sing me a dream.
With Chris feeling more positive than ever, it's time to ditch the baggy black clothes he spent years hiding in.
I would never date someone that looked like that. I like someone who takes pride in their appearance and looks well presented.
You can tell from he doesn't really care for his trousers. It just suggests that he has no respect for himself. He looks like he's wearing clothes too big for him.
First impressions count. Whether it's a job interview or a date, what you wear can genuinely help or hinder your confidence. On a mission to transform Chris from tramp to vamp is Gemma Shepherd.
If you dress like a slob, you embody a slob. If you have that whole moment where you've got your look, you totally embody it. And that just takes confidence to a whole new level.
Take the coat off.
OK.
This is truly shocking. You are wearing clothes where we could put 3 of you inside them. This just says to me this is somebody who actually has no self-worth.
I don't really think about what I'm wearing. I just, it's just a functional thing. I just throw it on and...
Okay. And I don't want you to be nervous. And I want to feel this sense of, wow, I've never felt so good. You look terrified. I don't want you to be terrified.
I've looked terrified all week.
Are you going to have some swagger? Let's have a look. Okay.
Hello.
What do you think, Chris?
It fits. I do like the coat.
Okay, the jeans are still too big. Wow, come on. They fit. Look how much smaller you are. There's a moment where he's smiling and it's like, oh my God, thank God. Hey, look at that. loving the smile. We've got some energy. Okay, now I want you to own it. I'm liking the fact you're looking at yourself now. Small steps in the right direction. Where there's a will, there's a way.
I really do like the shoes, and these are quite a good fit. Maybe the beige jacket might look better than the black.
Hello.
I like the tank top.
Yeah. Go on. Go a bit more.
It looks pretty cool. It is.
Could Gemma's magic be working on Chris?
Yeah, I'm definitely going to try a little extra harder with putting the clothes on and looking good in them. Definitely.
And now for the hair.
Where do you go to meet girls?
I don't often attempt it.
Well, hopefully, Brady, when I finish the haircut, you'll be a babe magnet.
With a trim here and a snip there, our procrastinating poet has gone from baggy no-hoper to stylish stunner. Gosh, Matt, I don't even recognise you. You've had loads of haircut. Wow. Turn around. Chris, you look incredible. You look hot. Really cool. Finally, trousers that aren't too long. Nice colours. Finally, a bit of colour because you've only been wearing black. What do you think?
I like it. I do feel a lot more confident. I've got more of a confident walk, no more slouching when I'm walking in the street.
You look really handsome. You've really come a long way, and I'm proud of you. Are you going to try and put yourself out there?
It does feel like I should.
Got one more thing I want you to do tonight.
Okay.
Tonight, Chris,
Yeah.
you've got a date.
Really?
All right?
All right.
Oh, look, hugging.
Thank you.
I found it really tricky at the beginning of the week. Even having a conversation with him, he wouldn't look me in the eye.
Okay, bye.
Bye. This has been the most wonderful transformation to see. He's a different guy. 28-year-old Chris Ellis is about to have his first date in over 5 years. And he's relying on his signature spaghetti bolognese, followed by strawberries dipped in chocolate, to woo his mystery date. That's if Chris can hold his nerve.
I can cook. It usually takes a lot of arsing around. Oh.
And he's certainly arsing up the dessert.
Shot of this. Decided the whiskey that was meant for the chocolate is now going in a glass so I can steady myself.
This week, Chris has learned to believe in himself, but will he be able to pull it out of the bag tonight?
Last ditch attempt to make something look presentable.
He doesn't know it yet, but Chris's date is Alba, the lady he rubbed up the right way at the spa.
Oh my gosh, I'm feeling really, really excited tonight. I'm a bit nervous.
Hello.
Oh my gosh, it's so lovely to see you. Oh my gosh, you look amazing. You look amazing. Where are we going?
Just upstairs.
Straight upstairs? Oh, wonderful.
We've got some things out. I'm just finishing the rest of the food.
Okay, okay.
There's things on the table if you want to pick at something whilst I'm finishing up.
Thank you. Oh, you're so sweet.
Don't nibble too much, Alba. You're going to need a healthy appetite.
The portions are a bit big.
Yeah.
Bless you for trying. What's that on the floor?
That fire alarm
Yeah.
had an issue with me, so it had to come off the wall when I was cooking.
What did you burn?
Right, I'm just going to confess this. There probably isn't going to be a dessert anymore. It was going to be strawberries and chocolate, you know, dipped in chocolate, but...
Oh, and that's the result of that.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Back to the
I don't think it's going to plan, but she's still here, regardless of the dinner. And she said that she liked it, but I've just been trying to save my feelings. Desserts are right off.
No need to worry though, Chris, as Alba's got more exciting plans afoot.
And put your hand on your hips like this and go. No, babe, no, really. Put your legs apart.
Right, yeah.
And just put your hands on your hip.
Yeah.
If you go down low a bit like that, and just whine and whine. Nearly, not your legs, babe, your waist.
The week has been absolutely different from anything I've done before. It's definitely been challenging.
Come on, darling, you look divine.
I've learned things about myself that I probably didn't know.
Swing your arms from left to right, right to left to right. Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
My dad used to dance like that.
I think people either choose to be victims or they choose to get strength from the things that happen to them.
You're amazing.
And I think maybe in the past I've chosen just to be that victim, and it's not something that I really personally ever wanted to be. And I think that's probably why I've not liked myself so much, because I've been like that.
Thank you for a lovely, lovely evening.
But I think having done this week, that I can really take something from it and be a better person because of it. When I'd started this process, I was at my lowest ebb in that room, didn't want to know anyone or talk to anyone. But when I think about the future now, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and before it was just pitch black when I thought about the future.
Yeah, Chris has made a big change. He no longer sits in his room with the blind down in the dark anymore. He's even emptied the bins, which is quite a shock.
I've definitely had a perspective change. You know, I'm starting to see opportunities rather than obstacles. I just need to, you know, focus on getting a job, getting my own independence again, and we're done. We've got it. It's in the bag.